Hello Internet, welcome back to The Binding of Isaac. I think we're just going to do a regular run. Who do we have? Because we beat the greed run. Oh, we just unlocked a new character. Yes. I failed to look up this character, so I don't know what her items do. In fact, you know what? I'm going to look her up real quick just to get an idea, because some of the characters are have really specific things going on, and if I don't know what they are, I can't take advantage of them. So I'm going to look up Lilith. Lilith starts with 1 red heart container, 2 black hearts, a box of friends, which duplicates our familiars for the current room. So if we have like a turret baby, we would get 2 turret babies, but just for that room. That's a 4 room charge. Incubus, it is a demonic familiar that follows Isaac and shoots tears, identical to ours in terms of range, damage, etc. We start with the Cambion Inception. Upon conception, after taking damage a certain number of times, a permanent familiar spawns. That's pretty cool. And is permanently blindfolded, meaning she can't fire tears. Okay, that's a bummer. And then some unlockables, which don't matter because we're probably not gonna win. No, don't minimize that. Let's close that so that it's not eating resources. Okay, we're gonna play as Lilith on easy mode, so she's blindfolded. Okay, I mean, since this familiar is identical to us, it gets identical stats as we do. It's basically like we're shooting. It's not like the Guppy challenge where we had that, I think, 1 turret baby that shot every like 8 seconds or something. So this should be fine, I think. The only concern is that it's slightly out of position from where we're standing, so it may be a little difficult for us. Although its shots move when I move, it doesn't seem to be based on when it moves, so we can angle pretty easily. Definitely take the key for the next floor's item room. So today, Internet, I want to talk about what's wrong with Cursed Eye. Oh, this is actually not bad. I was going to say it's bad because we have to charge up and release, but it seems that with the turret, it's just always firing in bursts. So that seems really good, actually. So I am perfectly fine with this. Yeah, hitting flies is going to be a little problematic, I think, just because they... Can we get... I think this will hit this. Did, so we'll take this. Yeah, I want to talk about what's wrong with society today. So strap in. It's going to be a real complainer. Actually, it's probably going to be fine. So in general, I'm a pretty reasonable dude. I do have some mental health stuff that occasionally makes me nonsensical. For the most part, I'm very calm and rational. I'm a very, I pride myself on my intelligence. I'm a pretty respectful person. I usually treat people with respect. I mean, so we can duplicate our familiar for a room, but really how valuable is that? So we can shoot them without even being in range of them. Don't go that way, go this way. And then just line them up. So that's pretty nice because we don't have to get into range where they could potentially shoot us. So we'll go into the boss fight. After taking so much damage, we get an extra familiar. Is it going to be identical to this one? And how much damage is the damage threshold? Now, in general, use your item so we can double up our damage. This seems really good, especially for someone as easy as Monstro, who's just going to stand around and take a bunch of hits. Interesting. Yeah, I'm usually a pretty reasonable dude. I'm very respectful to other people, so I'm not someone who has really strong, terrible opinions that offend people. That's just not who I am. I do tend to disagree with people because my opinions are not the same as... Might as well clear just to get potentially more pickups, I guess. We don't need the shop. So there we did get a bomb basically for free. I think I'd rather have keys, to be honest with you. So we'll just head down to the next floor. So today I was on the Discord, and I'm not going to call people out specifically, but I was on Discord. And last night had complained a little bit about YouTube. Me and someone else were talking about issues with YouTube from a... I don't know if they meant it from a creator perspective, but I did. YouTube's been doing some stuff lately that has made adding definitely don't want the poop. I don't know what this is. We'll take it. Transcendent Tears. Oh. I mean, that doesn't seem very valuable, really. But okay. That's fine. But I was talking about from a creative perspective. YouTube's been doing some stuff. They've shuffled buttons around. They're changing their upload system, which makes batch uploading much harder because you can only upload one video at a time. They're obsoleting support for the old layout of YouTube. So like if, you know, the issues I've been having, I was circumventing them by one brown chest. I mean, we don't have any pickups, and we have black hearts and stuff, so even if we took damage, we use our item, and it's literally just coins. That's okay. We can convert that into value later, potentially, so I don't really have a huge problem with that. Oh, it did spawn Monstro. I didn't think this was a boss fight room. I thought this was a regular fight room. And so I've been having some issues with YouTube and the way that I upload. It's getting changed a little bit, and it's a little frustrating to be dealing with that. So we were talking about that, and then the concept of just YouTube in general came up, and people complaining about, you know, YouTube's policies and the changes to the ad revenue, and you know, they demonetize a lot of political content and historical content, which I think is really crappy of them. You know, they've really been targeting the right, and in general, I'm a left-leaning individual, but I see them target, they do target the left, it's just not nearly as much as they target people on the right. And like, mostly, I'm a left-leaning person, but it's still not cool to like censor people just because you don't like what they have to say. So I'm not a huge fan of some of the YouTube decisions, and they've been screwing creators for a while now, changing their ad systems, and you know, the classic adpocalypse. It's one of the reasons most gaming content went to Twitch instead of YouTube. So I don't like love YouTube or anything, but I am a content creator and I enjoy making content. 3 pennies. I wish I had a bomb. I could get 3 pennies and a tarot card. The Hermit takes you to the item room, I think. We did find the item room. Let's go to the boss fight. I don't think we're going to get to this little collection of stuff. Use your item. And we started talking about ad blockers. Now, my opinion is that on YouTube, you really shouldn't use ad blockers because you should just support the people you're watching. Basement Boy achievement. Sprinkler has appeared in the basement. Blood Clot's pretty great. Nope, it's stem cells. I always do that. So that's just some HP. We do get a devil deal. We get the one, I believe this duplicates pickups. The black hearts are really nice. I think we'll just take this because I don't really take it. So I think this is the one that duplicates all pickups but reduces the chance of pickups spawning in the first place. We'll just head down. We didn't get a bomb. My opinion on YouTube is that, you know, if you're watching content someone has made for you, the least you could do is watch an ad for them, which I know is not a popular opinion. You know, a lot of people use ad blockers. We'll take the coins, sure, free item, free secret room, and free entry into the, nope, don't step on the die, because we don't want to trigger. I don't know what this does. Take the coin, or the pills, tears up, sure. We'll go back to the Hermit. Let's get out of here before I step on that by mistake. We can just go through here. And so people produce tons of content for YouTube, oftentimes for little or no money, and the least you could do is like watch a few seconds of their video, or of their ad, to earn them a little bit of money. This could have bombs in it. Okay, so there we've definitely increased the value for what we traded. So that's pretty great. And like, you know, in order to earn an ad view, basically, you have to watch about 15 seconds of an ad for it to register. And so when I watch YouTube, I don't use an ad blocker, and I will watch 15 seconds of whatever ad comes up if I want to support that individual, because I know that in general, man, pretty flies are good. They're orbitals that will block shots. So 2 of them is pretty great. See, rooms like this really bother me. Obviously, if we had flying, this would be fine. This lets us shoot on an angle, but I don't think it'll have any effect on our... Yeah, it does not have an effect, so it's literally just a waste of an item. Bummer. You know, so I'll watch ads. It's like, you know, Not a big deal. It takes, 15 seconds of my life. That YouTuber gets a fraction of a penny or whatever, and it's no big deal. I don't see any problem with that. And so I expressed that opinion, and I said, like, I try to watch, the ads. It's really not a big deal, etc., etc. This is a lot of value for a little bit of health. Unfortunately, it does take a full heart. Oh, we can't. Well, we'll bomb this. This is fine. We'll just grab all this stuff. It was not worth 2 hearts, but because we had that spirit heart, we get that heart back. So I'm not super concerned about that. One was a black heart, though, so maybe that wasn't the smartest thing to do. There's a spirit heart in here? Oh, that we can't get to? That's right. And apparently that's a really unpopular opinion, because basically everyone came out of the woodwork to say, like, hey, that's, why would I watch an ad that supports Google, and gives a fraction of a cent to a YouTuber? It's like, yeah, but, you do all kinds of stuff in your day-to-day life. Gotta hate these guys. They're so tanky, and because of our positioning with our little follower, that's a little hard to line up. It's like, yeah, okay, obviously YouTube makes more money from your ad view than the person you're watching does. But if you ad block, then literally that producer of content gets absolutely nothing. So it's just, you're choosing to hurt Google the tiniest amount. Like, the amount that you're hurting Google is so negligent that it means nothing. Like, Google is not hurting because you don't watch ads, right? But that YouTuber is hurting because every view counts for that YouTuber. And so it's like, I hear what you're saying. You don't want to support YouTube and, the decisions that Google makes. I think duplicating our familiars is way more valuable than the Head of Krampus. Obviously, Head of Krampus is a lot of damage, but duplicating our followers over the course of the game is going to be way more valuable. I think we're going to go check the shop, see if we can pick up an item that will actually benefit us. And so to me, that's like a silly argument, but I get why people... What's this battery do? I don't know what the batteries do. We'll take it. Stores energy. Extension cord appeared in the basement. Is this the one that lets us hold up to 2 charges instead of just 1? That's pretty a marginal value for us, but it's something, and it's not like we were doing anything else with the coins, and down we go. So for me, that's like a kind of a silly argument. I get what you're saying, but at the same time, I think you're hurting the YouTuber way more than you're hurting Google, and so it's not really, doesn't mean very much. And then, like, I expressed that, I was like, I think that you hurt YouTubers more than you hurt Google. And at this point is when people started calling me a shill, and and that's a classic internet thing, like, oh, I don't agree with you, so let's call you names, because I'm not really capable of just accepting that someone has a different opinion and life experience than me. So instead of that, I'm just gonna mock you for really no good reason. So that was annoying. And in general, just like, I've been running into that a lot lately. It's not so much this particular conversation. Like, that was annoying, being called a shill really for no reason. Like, because, I do YouTube. Currently, there's about 650 episodes up on my channel. They're not all, like, stellar content or anything, but that's, you figure conservatively, every video is about a half an hour. Some are like 10 minutes, and then a large number are like 45 minutes to an hour. So you figure conservatively there's about 300 hours of content on my channel, and it's probably more like 400. I've produced all that content for free, and I've been rewarded in no way for that content. I have done this because I enjoy making videos, and because one day I hope to earn a little bit of money out of it. So you're talking to someone who's produced hundreds of hours of free content that anyone can watch. You can go right now, and for the next month, you could watch my videos nonstop and never run out of footage to watch. Which you should totally do, by the way, because, it's there, and abundance. This duplicates pickups. This is a good room for it. We just can't get to any of the good pickups. That was a troll bomb. So I think we'll hold on to this until we find something like a spirit heart. Would have been good in that devil room with the 2 black hearts. That would have been amazing. What are you? The stars is the item room. Yeah, I don't want duplicates of those, really. So I'm not really interested in that. It's like I've produced all this free content, and all I really ask from people is that, you know, eventually I'm going to set up a Patreon, but I'm not there yet. And when I monetize the channel, because I always plan to put ads on the channel, it's a very minimal impact on your viewing experience. And if you're really sitting there and you're like, I'm not going to watch your content because you have ads, okay, that's okay, because that's a real dumb opinion to have, because again, it's hundreds of hours of free content, and you literally can't take 15 seconds out of your day to click the skip button. That's your decision, but I'm not going to enable you to do that. Why would I enable you to undercut something that I'm working towards? You know what I mean? Like, it's not that I'm not insulting you. I'm not trying to say you're bad for doing that, but why would I enable you to do that? I'm not going to not put ads just because it's going to turn some people off. Those people probably already have ad blockers anyway and wouldn't support me even if I did or did not have ads. So I'm not I'm not hugely concerned with that, but I'm going to advertise at some point. And certainly on Twitch, I would like to get to a point where I can advertise. Lil Chubb, or whatever his name is not great, although he will also be duplicated. Do you not shoot? You don't seem to shoot. Also, our Bandage Girl Orbital apparently doesn't get duplicated, which is not a big deal. Was there no item room? I don't think we found the item room. Let's go look for the item room. But being called a shill and that kind of work when I work really hard to put up free content, and quite a lot of content for that matter, is frustrating. I don't know how we're going to get through here without... Okay. Hello, rainbow baby thing. What are you? Rainbow buddy, random buddy. Also, this one probably changes room to room. I was going to say if we just run through the room, but that's actually not... No, don't do this. Okay. It's going back, that's the issue. The only reason we made it easily before is because our orbitals are pretty great. We have 3 orbitals. So it was a frustrating conversation, but it's not so much about that conversation. It's more about what I see day to day on the internet anyway. So like, even some of you watching this, I know there's 1 or 2 people who are watching this who leave me some comments from time to time that are like, you know, borderline offensive or really disrespectful or what have you. Okay, get away from all this creep. We're not doing so good. We're losing a lot of health here. I was saving Jera, hoping we could find something to duplicate, but now I'm starting to get a little nervous about how our health is doing. Plus, we're on this particular basement, which I've really been struggling with the couple times that we've been here. 2 keys to get 2 bombs and a chest. 3 keys to get 2 bombs and a chest. Don't think that's worth it. Just head over here. It's just something I'm seeing more and more. I get comments sometimes that are like, obvious that they're not viewing me as a person. They just view me as I'm supposed to endlessly produce content, and if I don't do what they want, then oh well. Glass cannon kind of really sucks. So, oh, double battery charge. I mean, our health is at a point where glass cannon, let's pick it up, because I think if you pick it up, it removes it from your item pool. I don't know if that's true or not. That's what I've been told. 1 brown chest. I don't need pickups. I need like spirit hearts and things. And it's obvious, sometimes I get comments, and it's obvious that they're not viewing me as a person who's actually like, you know, working towards something. They just view it as, do what I want you to do, you monkey. Dance for me. And I really don't like that attitude. But they're viewers, and so I try to be, you know, respectful and just give them a courteous response. But there are obviously some of you who think that I'm just here to do whatever you want me to do. That's not true. I'm here to do whatever I want to do. And if you enjoy it, then great. And if you don't enjoy it, yeah, I might change my plans, but ultimately I do what I feel like doing. I'm not going to sit here and, you know, just cater to you. So I know some of my viewership is even like that, but mostly I'm noticing it on the Discord. So I go on the Cataclysm Discord a lot, and I can pick out the trolls. I know who's the troll. I can give you names right now about who the trolls are. I'm not going to do that, of course. That would be incredibly disrespectful. But there are people in there that spend their time. They just seem to get off on just mocking other people and saying really hateful things and deriding others and making themselves, I guess it's a sad thing, but I think it's when people feel like they're not happy and so they have to degrade others to make themselves feel superior because they are not happy with who they are, is my interpretation of it. And I say that as someone who used to be like that, because I was just an angry, hateful young man. I think this room is probably a good place to use our duplication as well, just because these guys can tank a lot of hits and they produce a lot of creep. So the sooner we get out of here, the better. And we still have a charge for the boss. It's Gish, which I think only gives us Lil Gish, which is like not a great item, I think. Oop, those explode. Oop, you jumped way close to me. So I'm noticing it way more on the Discord. There's really only a few people on the Discord that I actually like. Some people that I like talking to who are on the Discord. Some of them have left. We've had a couple people leave over the last couple of weeks or so. Most of the people there are fine, and I don't mind being there. I don't mind hanging out. In fact, I like being there because I like talking to people and talking about the game and things. So this item stinks. It's not a good item for us. We've still yet to find anything worth duplicating. Actually, we should have duplicated when we got those bombs and things. We do have enough coins for the shop, so I think we'll head over there. Just don't take damage, dummy. Okay. But more and more I'm noticing people on there just have no respect for each other. And in my head, I'm always like, of course it's greed. Of course it is greed, because I had plans to buy an item, and the game would rather annoy me. So that's exciting. Did get a lot of coins out of it, but I'm pretty sure we're heading down to the womb soon. So not going to be very valuable, are they? Really irritating. Always hate when... Yep. Of course. I've yet to see us duplicate a... companion, by the way. We've taken quite a lot of hits, so I'm not really sure how many we have to take before we actually get something duplicated. We're not quite on the womb yet, so we should be able to find a shop around here somewhere. And I always write them off. I always think like, oh, you know, whoever I'm talking to, they're probably like 14 and they just found the Discord and they're just mouthing off, and it's not a big deal. Full health is like laughable when we have one heart. But then they start talking and it's usually revealed that they're like 28 or 30. It's like, you're 28 years old and you haven't learned yet that you can just respectfully disagree with someone. Like, you don't have to be a gaping anus about it. You could just be like, we disagree. Oh well. Like, what does resistance do? Gives us a bubble of protection. That's really interesting and seems really good. Does it not go away over time? It seems really good. The problem is I have one heart, so most places just lasts for one room. Obviously could fully insulate us from a boss fight, but like, I have to know to use it. Like, if we just come in a room, I'm not going to pop it, you know, just because I'm in a room. So it's really only good for the boss fight. Sacks are cool. Got a duplication card. What is it? Get more bombs. I mean, it's not super valuable, but... So we'll roll with algaes for now. And I just don't get people who... Can I get to you? I can in one bomb. So all you have to do is not produce a troll bomb. That's all you have to do, my friend. Okay? The Empress. I mean, I don't really know what the Empress does. Someone told me and I forget already. Bomb. No, I would really like you to give me an HP up. Or similar valuable item. The Devil is fine, but we're going to keep the teleport card. Got a snack. Secret room. We still have algaes. Okay. Sure, brown chest. Some bombs. Great. Great. And it's like, it's what I see. Like this is a great room to use our rune. I thought he was going to blow up, but he had actually turned black due to the effect that we have. So it wasn't an explodey bones. You brimstone. I always look at them when I walk in a room and never register that they are going to brimstone. But like, yeah, it's the internet. The beauty of society is that we all have different opinions. So like my opinion is like, hey, you know, you should probably just support, like this is just the example. I'm still using the example of the ad blocker. It's not like this was a particularly heinous, like super awful experience or anything. It was just a little annoying to have someone call me a shill. I didn't like that very much because I'm not a shill. I'm just a guy who has a different opinion than you, you know, who works with YouTube a little bit. So I have a different take on it than you do. Doesn't make me a shill. It just makes me someone who has a different life experience than you do. So that was a little annoying, but I'm using that as an example because it's what we've already talked about. It's okay for people to have different opinions than you. Like, that is the problem with, I mean, really, I'm seeing it a lot in America with the left and right, is that we just disagree so hard, and it's like, we're completely unwilling to acknowledge that this other side, I spent a penny, so now we can't get 2 items. So, real irritated by that. I think this, yeah, is the damage up. I would really like another penny so that I could buy another item. Really didn't mean to bump the reroll station. So, not thrilled about that. But like I see it in politics all the time. It's like, even though obviously Democrats and Republicans disagree on things, and I see it day in, day out on Twitter, is basically everyone calling each other idiots and acting like there's no merit to the other side whatsoever. But the reality is that both sides have valid opinions on different things. Just because I am a left-leaning person does not mean that the right has no value. I just happen to disagree with them, and I disagree with their priorities. Do we want a second item, or do we want to play this and try to get a bunch of spirit hearts? We have a positive luck. We can probably get minimally 2 spirit hearts out of this. I think the health is way more valuable. Okay. I mean, matchstick is like not good. Duplication, we should stop in case this duplicates coins, and indeed it does. So we'll use that. I don't know what this is. Flat penny, wealth of answers. I mean, it's probably better than the poop. Okay, I don't want trinkets. I need you to give me hearts. Like, my whole plan was for you to give me hearts. Please? I mean, we have 1 luck. I expected a little bit better than what we've been getting. Although trinkets are valuable, it's just, I don't know what most of them do. Please, for the love of God, give me another heart. So this sucked. The sun. No. The hanged man. Also no. Give me the bubble. So this was not fun. Wasted a whole bunch of coins. Not happy about that in the slightest. On the mom fight, just pour on the damage. Honestly, because we have these tiers, we can just dump them on the top, and if she spawns at the top or bottom, she will take a lot of damage. So let's just, yeah, very, very easy. I don't know the difference, so we'll take the dark one. I don't know. Trading a red heart for another baby seems good with this character, but we have 2 red hearts and a half a heart, so I don't think I can afford to do this. I don't really know what Ghost Baby even does, but we'll head out here. We've taken so many hits that we've never gotten a duplicate companion. Wait a minute, where did this pink baby come from? Maybe we did get a duplicate companion. I don't know. But it's like, you don't have to agree with people, but you should at minimum respect them. Like, treat them respectfully. You don't have to respect them as an individual, but you have to at least treat them with human decency and act like, you know, even though, oh, you're a Republican and I'm a Democrat or whatever, they still bring value to the world. It's not like there are very few people in the world who are objectively like garbage, who will never contribute anything of value. Like even like, and I know I have a soft spot, you know, but like even criminals, people have this opinion of like, oh well, they're criminals so they can never bring anything of value, we should just write them off. No, they can still contribute, they can still bring value to the world. And it's like, just because you disagree with someone doesn't mean you need to be a prick, basically, is what the story comes down to. Oh, it's real good. Guppy's head is real good. The problem is, with our turrets and things, the box is just so much more valuable. Like, I think it will be rare that we ever get rid of this box when we play as Lilith. So even though Guppy's head is, like, amazing, I mean, we could get some extra flies by recharging it. I don't think we even need to do that, though. Oh, God, this room. So, I'm feeling pretty good about this playthrough as well, by the way. I think we probably will go all the way. It just depends on our health situation. I think we can make it pretty easily all the way to, like, Isaac or whoever. The problem is going to be, can we pick up an extra spirit heart somewhere? Dude. Are you going to do something? Oh, I was about to bomb him, but then he popped up. I just don't understand the let's all fight as hard as we can. I can't give you hearts. I'm sorry. You're going to blow up. We will open this. 1 penny. I don't know what the fork does. I don't really care. I think it gives regen. But I don't think it's very good for us. Ah, you do up and down. Okay? I don't get that people can't show each other basic respect. I know it's the internet and you're not like talking face to face with a person, but if you're on the internet and you're just like mocking people or you're being like super disrespectful, like the other night there was an argument. Well, I don't even want to give specific details because I don't want to call people out, but I go on that Discord and like most of the time it's fine and everybody's nice and there's like a fun time and whatever. But then there are times when it just devolves into like name calling, and it's like, for God's sake, all you did was disagree on something that barely matters, and now you're at each other's throats screaming, and you gotta call the moderators, and you're just being so disrespectful. Just treat each other like you're human beings, you know? It's frustrating to me because I don't like conflict, you know? And again, as long as I'm not like really struggling with my mental health stuff, like sometimes my PTSD and that kind of stuff make me dumb and I don't think rationally, but for the most part I try really hard to be okay. This room can just F off is what this room can do. Stupid fast wormy boys. I would love to get over here just because we have all these bombs. We might as well turn it into some value. A cork. No. I'm trying to save this rune as well for like the final boss fight, kind of. I don't really want to spend it on something where it's not going to get us a ton of value. So unless we think we're going to die. Oh. Okay. This is a weird one. Have we fought this guy before? I don't really remember him. I mean, this seems like a real easy fight. Would love to kill... Shoot up and move this way. Should hit him. Okay, now we can come down here. You know, and they get the moderators involved and they're calling each other names and they're being so disrespectful, and it's like, for crap's sake, you know, you both have valid arguments. Just because you disagree with each other doesn't mean one of you is suddenly incompetent. It doesn't mean that, you know, you can't both be shades of right, you know, because in most arguments there's, well, one, there's always two sides, and two, a lot of times there's value on both sides of the argument. It's very rare that it's a black and white conversation, you know. I think about like anti-vaxxers is one of the few examples where I can say one side has absolutely no value to it. And even that is an opinion, because if you think about from an anti-vaxxer perspective, they're concerned about their children. I can at least respect that you're concerned about your children. I think the way you're going about it and the decision to not vaccinate, I think is dumb as hell. But I understand that it comes from a place of concern and fear over your children being harmed by vaccinations. You know, that's like one of the rare examples where I can say like there's really no value to the other side. But even though I'm saying there's no value to the other side, I at least understand your perspective, how you got there. You know, it doesn't make sense to me, and I don't think it's the correct decision, but I can understand mentally being in a place where that might make sense to you. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. And that's because I have empathy. Most people that I talk to on the internet who are screaming at each other, acting like idiots, they don't have empathy. They look at other people and they just think, well, you disagree with me. There's no value to you. You're not even a real person because we're talking online. And then they write you off, and that's that. Do we just get keys every time we pick up a penny? Because that seems to be what's happening. We are very unlikely to find... Let's bomb 2 of them. We're very unlikely to find anything to do with our coins. My god, we have so many keys. So I think we'll just play this one until we're out of money, on the off chance it gives us like a pretty fly or something of value. And it might blow up in our face and take our health anyway, but I really don't care at this point. Oh man, you're just giving me so much. I would think our luck is higher based on the pickups we're getting. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. I'm just frustrated because I got out of bed. I was like, alright, today I'm going to record some Isaac. Maybe record some Age of Wonders or something just for fun. And I went on the Discord because I had a little bit of time and was like, you know, why not? And then it turned into like, let's all just be dicks. You know? And it's frustrating to see that. Like, it's just been several days in a row where I went to the Discord and there were people... Like, today it was more like, again, just me being called a shill annoyed me. But, like, the last couple days I've been going to the Discord, and it's really been a lot of people just screaming at each other and treating each other real disrespectful. It's like you could just show the tiniest bit of human decency to each other, and we would all be a lot happier. And it just is frustrating. It's frustrating. I'm sure that you listening to this have encountered this. Now, some of you might be the trolls, I don't know. You know, you never really know who's watching a video. But, like, 100%, if you've been on the internet for any length of time, you have encountered this, and it probably annoyed you as well. Because it's like, just get over yourself. Maybe we can do this once. For a penny. Oh, it took my spirit heart. I thought these prioritized red hearts. Well, that was real dumb. So there goes that. That's a bummer. I mean, we've already taken the hit. I guess we should probably play it some more. But I don't know if it ever gives you anything but hearts. Or, I mean, coins. So I don't know if it's even worth... We'll do it. I mean, we have all the red hearts and we're not doing anything with them. So we'll go play this a little bit, I guess. There's a ton of hearts in here. Give me this. Give me this. You feel blessed? 100% chance of an angel deal. Yeah, but that is dumb because I have like a 18% chance of getting a deal. So what does it matter if I... Like, by doing that, I sacrificed a red heart, which lowers my deal chance. So what does it matter if I get a 100% angel deal when... just use this. Still trying to save that rune for, like, a real proper fight, like the Isaac or Devil fight. We need to get over it. We're killed. We were killed. Frustrating. Frustrating that we died there. We didn't even beat Mom's heart, so we didn't unlock anything. Should have just used the rune. Didn't really think that they'd be doing a full heart of damage, and I thought our DPS was better than it was, so I thought we... Because, like, the whole run, basically all we were doing is shooting wildly and letting our transparent tears go over the map and everything. And, yeah, I'm a little surprised that we took 2 hits immediately, but okay. So that's that. I ranted a little bit, I rambled. I don't know if it even made sense. I didn't really talk about... Like, this was supposed to be a conversation about treating each other with respect and actually acknowledging that the person you're talking to is a human being and not just a text line on your computer screen, but it didn't really go that way. Plus, no one wants to be preached to, so I'm not even sure half of you are going to watch the episode, but whatever. So that's going to do it for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll be back with more Binding of Isaac in the future. I think it was a great run, and we blew it, so that's a bummer. And I'll see you next time.